Well, greetings, one and all. I hope you're well. Whilst I still have my friend's Beta 58A, I thought I ought to do a comparison with the Beta 58, no longer made, and the original USA 58. A while ago I did some close-ups from above, which I've still got on the computer in the other room. So we'll have a close look up, taking the tops off and everything. Hopefully I've still got the file. Been doing other things. Why these mics? You can check my reviews. Have I reviewed them? Not the A, because I've only just got that. I'm not so sure. Anyway, they're very well known, so you can check them out. Microphone name, what the manufacturer says. Well, a couple of things about this then. I mean, you know the SM58. I don't have to say anything about it, really. A couple of things about this. You might think, well, Wagwan with this, the 58 and then the 58A. This one doesn't seem to be around for much. It doesn't seem to be all that common. Not all that much information on it, but Shure, on their excellent website, does mention it. I couldn't find it. I knew it was there. And what did they say about the difference between these two? They say the 58A has a completely new cartridge meant to mimic the old. Got to ask yourself why. What's that about then? In terms of polar, pattern, output, frequency, they do say it will of course sound slightly different. Now I did read somewhere that this has a humbucking coil and the 58A has a transformer. So I'm curious, maybe you'll know. There must have been a reason for them to change, and yet they've been trying to keep it the same as this, the old one. So why change? Sometimes it can simply be the expense. They found a cheaper way of doing it. Or materials, difficult to get hold of or something. So I'm just curious, but if you've made a change, then why try and make it sound the same as the old one? What's going on? Anyway, I don't know, nothing sinister, I'm sure. Right then. The prices? This USA one, second hand. Somebody's offering it for 158, an old one like this, and somebody's trying to get £435 for it, for a USA 58, of which there must be thousands, I'm sure. Anyway, give it a go, I suppose. This, the 58A, which is currently available in this country, England, is about £169. This one, difficult to find. Anyway, for me, just the 58, not the A. I don't know how long it was in production. Maybe they're fairly scarce. I don't know. Frequency charts. Can't find a frequency chart for this one, compared to this one, but you can find them very easily for yourself. This one and this one, when I did find the chart for it, is like a blown-up version of this one, basically. They're much the same, except both the ends have gone. So that's what's going on there. Each compared sonically to the SV33. Well, this SV33 then is as near as I can get to what my voice sounds like, which I can never hear myself. So I'm going to say this is, as best we can, a true microphone, aiming not to have any character to it. So going from the SV33 to the SM58. Now I'm on the SM58. Now I'm on the SM58, and what do I notice immediately? Well, very compact sounding, of course, which you'd expect, and that's something up the top there, and a little woolly, slightly woolly roundabout there. We know this one very well. It's a stage mic, of course. This is a studio mic, so that's what I noticed immediately there. Back on the SV33, then we move across to the Beta non-A. Now I'm on the Beta non-A. And that's different to, as far as my memory goes, just now with the SM58. This is the Beta. It's got a bit of it's got some of that at the top there again, slightly woofy there, but generally speaking, I'd say a little bit clearer than the SM58. So this is the Beta. This is the Beta. A lot of that stuff going on there. This is the Beta. Back on the 33, going to the Beta A. Going to the Beta A. This is the Beta A. And what do I notice? Does sound different to the Beta to me. It's like it's that I noticed straight away, and a kind of something going on around there. So it's the Beta A. Before I go between them, let's just look at the polar pattern, because they say that should be aimed to be the same. We know with this one, I've only just reviewed it. This is the Beta A, this is the Beta A, supercardioid Beta A, very tight at the side there, as I said before. Wow, very tight at the side there, and a little bit of leakage there, but not very much. So that's the Beta A, supercardioid. This is the plain old Beta, coming around to the side, plain old Beta coming around to the side, and once again, wow, very tight at the side there, going around to the back, perhaps a tad more leakage at the back. Is there a tad more leakage at the back? Is there a tad less leakage at the back? Maybe not. I get the feeling there's slightly less on the A. This is the SM58, which we know is cardioid. This is the SM58 coming around to the side, coming around to the side, and again tight, maybe not quite as tight as that, which is the idea. So coming around to the side, coming around to the side, coming around to the back, coming around to the back, coming around to the back, you'd expect a bit less, and maybe there is. So, well, on cardioids, there should be less there. It's a bit difficult to get my mouth to it. But a little bit more at the side, and the supercardioid tighter. Okay, let's go between them then. Anything else? Not much more you can hear. Oh, I suppose I'll do this. SM58 is good, as good as it gets, really. They're not going to do that anyway, are you? The Beta, I'd say very similar. The Beta A, slightly less and lower. Better, in fact. Beta A, make sure I'm on it, yeah. On the SV33. So now I'm going to go through and and all that kind of thing. This is the SM58, which you're very familiar with. This is a USA SM58. The foam is a little bit tired inside there, and I mean to do something about it before long. But I haven't. I've been saying that for years, and I haven't. What difference does that make? Anyway, this is the SM58. This is the SM58. This is the Beta. This is the Beta, and I hear a bit more ooh, 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 ooh. Back to the 58. Ooh, 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 ooh. Close up. A lot of people use them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Beta. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Got a bit more. 58. Not as sharp. So pretty much what I said. I think, yeah, this is like a 58 turned up. In some ways, the extremes a bit. Okay, 58 to Beta A. This is on the 58. I'm on the 58. I'm on the 58. Now I'm on the Beta A. Now I'm on the Beta A. Well, obviously there's a difference between the 58 and the Beta A. So I think really what I'm interested in is what about the Beta to the Beta A? So I've got the idea there between these two. This is the Beta A. 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 Close up. This is the Beta A. This is the Beta A. Further away. This is the Beta A. Dies pretty quickly. This is the Beta A. This is the Beta. This is the Beta. Close up. This is the Beta. Close up. This is the Beta. Further away. This is the Beta. This is the Beta. 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 Beta A. Beta A. A. Remember on the video when I reviewed it, there's sort of that distortion. Somebody said, have you got a fake? I very much doubt it. She bought it from a shop, my friend. I very much doubt it. I think it's just that's the way the mic is. It's kind of a little bit grainy at the top there. This is the Beta A. This is the Beta A. This is the Beta. This is the Beta. There is a difference, isn't there? There is a difference. Go. Beta. Beta A. Less bass and leaving that more revealed. Beta A. Beta A. Beta. Beta. Beta A. Try not to change my voice. Beta A. Beta A. Beta. SM58. So, for what it's worth, I think both of them a bit faster than the 58. I think a bit more detail, a bit clearer, a bit more bass, a bit more top, albeit ragged at the top there. Between these two, I prefer the Beta. Could be my samples. I don't know the history of this one. I got it from a shop, but it was second hand. Is it a fake? I don't know. This one she bought new, but I don't know where from. Could have been Amazon. But you know what? If you look at the things from above, I mean, the quality of their build. If you're going to build a fake, you may as well just, what's the point? You may as well just sell the actual thing. As they go to Shure and say, listen, we can build them as well as you, if not better, certainly physically. So how about it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything at all that makes me think these would be fake. The way this fits, and the threads there, just everything about it that I've seen. I think they're both genuine. So there we go. Okay, this is just to have a look at the construction of these before I do the comparison video, or maybe it's in the middle of it. I don't know. I'm going to edit it later. This is a USA. Well, let me show you first. F58. See the logo? I think it's the older logo. I got this in the 80s. I don't know how old it is. This I don't think is original. Unfortunately, I think I changed it. And I wish I'd kept the original, because these days I can hammer the things out with a wooden dowel and a soft mallet. I can get them pretty good. But anyway, so the fact that's got a bit of play in it might be that this might not even be a Shure original. I don't know. But most of you, yeah, I've changed the foam. That's okay. This one looks a bit manky, as you can see. I won't touch it. When you touch it, it tends to say depressed for quite a while. Probably change that. It can't be rocket science. Anyway, you're all very familiar, I'm sure, with that's yeah, USA SM58 with their fairly stiff pneumatic suspension there, but maybe that's got a bit firmer over the years. I don't know. So that's that one. This is the Beta, and I'll tell you about that when I'm testing the differences between the Beta and the Beta A. I think this one is with a humbucking coil and no transformer. Threads are good on that. And I think the later one, the current one, quite a tight fit there. Oh, and also, yeah, very strong magnet. That was part of the issue there. Foam in there, which I don't think I've replaced. It's not as springy as it might be, but it's okay for the minute. Foam on the top there, looking a bit the worse for wear, as you can see. So that's going to need replacing. Obviously a different thing going on there. Likewise, suspension. Yeah. Okay. This is the Beta A. Nowhere near the same magnetic pull. This is newish. Foam's very springy. And this is what this looks like. It's got foam on top, which again is in good condition. It's fairly new. With a central plug there. And again. So what they look like next to each other, underneath, they're all different. '58, Beta 58, 58A. Body-wise, well, much the same really. Just going to check that magnetism thing, because this, I think these have both got neodymium. Well, this one, the new one, says it has on the website. This one, I imagine has, and I imagine they're both super cardioid, so kind of, if you like, kind of upgrades from that. I'm sure I'll keep these in the right order because I don't want my friend to end up with the wrong one. But yeah, that's certainly. This is the 58A. Oh, yes. 58A with the 58A. No. Wow. And I've got no idea why that is. There doesn't seem to be any, maybe the slightest of magnetic attraction there. So it doesn't seem to be as if these are different materials. It's obviously something to do with this, with the 58. That's interesting. Anyone know why? As soon as I get there, wow. Nothing. Well, not really perceptible. Nothing. Interesting then. What's going on with the Beta 58? Anyway, there they all are. I hope that's been of some use to some of you. Whilst before this goes back, this Beta A, I'm going to compare it to a couple of others that I'm going to call bruisers. That are a bit like that, with some stuff at the top there and a bit more woof. So I think there's a Sennheiser that I've got, and a biodynamic that I've got. And then, if I've got time before it goes back, I'll compare it to the SE, because people have asked about that. Anyway, that's it for this one, and I'll see you next time. Oh, if I had to choose one of these, what would I choose? If I had to choose one of these, then that was it. This is the only mic I could have, one of these three. Then I would have the Beta, not the Beta A, and not the 58. I'd have the Beta 58 or 58 Beta, whatever it's called.